Hello, Rama Pupoda. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a peaceful and relaxed life. Now let's go to chapter 29, part 3. Selfishness, root of all ignorance. They glanced at Ramdas and turning to the sadhu said, out of the stock of wheat flour, ghee and dal we have with us, we can spare for him a meal, but we will not accept any price from them. The sadhu remonstrated, that will not do. You shall accept the price of the things you give. I wish to feed him at my expense. So he persuaded them to take the price. They returned to the cave with the articles. The sadhu was a quick and neat hand at cooking, and in less than half an hour he prepared 4 rotis made with ghee and a curry of green dal. When he was at his task, he chose to have a few words with Ramdas. Nice fellow you are. These 5 days you have been frying me as I am now frying these rotis. Your fast has created a flutter in all the villages over the hills, where from so many people brought milk and foodstuffs for you, while you were sitting on the rock, oblivious of everything. I sent them all back, for I dared not go and tell you. You denied me even the pleasure of feeding you with milk. Ramdas interrupted him. What, Maharaj? Why shriek it? You brought it about by your own words. At this he cried out impatiently. You fling it at me again and again. Ramdas looked straight at him. He cowered beneath the gaze and then said, Maharaj, please listen. Ramdas is a humble servant and an innocent child of God, and he came here by his will alone. It is again he who prompted him to fast during these days. Ramdas never expected you to feed him. From the very first, you thought of driving Ramdas away. You tried to frighten him, but Ramdas could not be frightened. You spoke harshly to him, but Ramdas could not be scared. You denounced him, and yet Ramdas remained good humored and calm. This is on one side. On the other, you were extremely kind to him. You fed him by compulsion with milk on the first day. You granted him the happy privilege of staying for a night in your cave. You regaled him with sweet drinks and tobacco and gave him fire even at dead of night. Your appearance shows, because of this fast, you have been feeling anxious about Ramdas. Ramdas knows that this is all Ram's play. Kindness and harshness are same to him. He does not know what yoga or atmagata means. He is a simple believer in the all-powerful name of God. It is that name that has brought Ramdas face to face with him. Here the sadhu broke in. That you do not know yoga? I cannot now believe. I admit I made a mistake. I ought to have known better by the color of your cloth. I have a perfect dread of sannyasis. Fasting is no good for you any longer. It brings you down to tamoguna. Otherwise, you would not have talked as you have done. Ramdas replied, Ramdas does not know how any guna works on him. He does everything by Ram's will. Even now, he is talking by his will alone. Ramdas has no hate, no love for anybody, whereas he had been tutored by Ram that selfishness is the root of all ignorance in this world. It is the cause of all misery and pain. By surrendering to the Lord of the universe, the Supreme Master of our being, we can eradicate the ego sense, get enlightenment, and attain eternal peace and joy. This blessed cave is the abode of the rishis who realize the grand truth. The atmosphere here is thrilling with the fervor of their tapasya. Living in it, let us not forget the aim and goal of life, viz. The realization of the Godhead within and without us. That's all, folks. Let's see in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Puppodu.